We all have people in our lives that try to be our big brothers and sisters, our protectors, stand in front of us and sort of put the shield up to the dragon's flame. But sometimes those same people are keeping you from reaching the upper pantheons of your potential. Don't hold me back. It's my journey. Hello, my name is Edward Roberts. Thank you so much for joining me here on Edward's Journal. People in our lives that sometimes mean the most to us want to do the best by us, and especially if these people are a little bit more older or experienced than us, I find they tend to get in our way and stop us from maybe reaching our full potential at times. And it's not that they're against us, it's maybe they're trying to keep us from failure. But I mean, that's how we grow as people. We trip and fall, we get back up, and we plow on again. A lot of times, people in your life are keeping you from reaching your dreams, even trying to attempt to reach your dreams. Let's take the small YouTube for this channel, for example. This is teeny tiny. I'm just getting started, but hey, I'm glad to be here and thank you so much for joining me. There are friends and family in my life that I told that I wanted to start this channel, what it was going to be about and how I was going to operate it and what I hope to offer to people. And a lot of them told me that was a big mistake. I was making a fool of myself. I was opening up way too much for the strangers of the internet to cast me down. And I kind of thought, I don't care. I think we all get to a point once we reach a certain age that we kind of stop caring what people think of us. And I agree with my friends and family that warned me I was opening this door, this Pandora's box of putting myself out there on the internet, being vulnerable. But it was worth it. I'm out here trying to help people. I'm out here trying to share a message, share myself, connect with people. And if these videos can help anybody in any small way, I am more than happy to keep making them and investing my time in this channel. Now, some people have big aspirations. I know when I was young, I had big dreams, dreams of things that I thought I could accomplish. And anytime these things were even uttered by me, there was somebody immediately in my very own household that would cut me down and tell me that was never going to happen. I remember the quote, "Get your head out of the clouds." If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I would have been retired at 35. So, I mean, it was rough, getting absolutely no support of any kind. And I find now being a parent myself, that's sort of your number one job as a parent is to pump your kids' tires up and make them feel good about themselves, make them think that they can accomplish anything, because honestly, they can. I heard, this is like one of those old uncle adages, those little pieces, those nuggets of wisdom you hear throughout your life, but it went something along the lines of, whether you think you can do something or you can't, you are always right. And I mean, there's opportunities and doors that have to open for you to really reach your full potential and see your dreams come true, but I honestly think that's true. If you think you can do something and you're willing to put in the effort and the time and commitment to do it, you can do anything. And if you honestly think in your heart of hearts that you can't do it, you're never going to accomplish it because you're not even really going to give it your all and try it. So again, an old uncle piece of advice there that I have to share, but I think about it quite a bit and it frustrates me at times, but I think about it quite a bit and it's always rang true in my life. So what do we do about these people? Sometimes the ones with the best intentions, you kind of have to, well, there's two schools of thought. You can nod along and say, okay, I appreciate your input, but it's not going to stop me from trying to accomplish my dreams. Or you can tell somebody to take a hike and you don't respect their opinion. Either way, I find that when I've got something in my mind, in my heart that I'm sort of cooking up and getting excited about, and I use the example of this YouTube channel because this is the most recent thing in my life that I've sort of wanted to accomplish and tried to tackle, I don't tend to tell people things, even people I'm very close to, even people in my own home. I'm still working on things in my brain, and until it's realized and it's materialized, I tend to keep it private. Now, if you're looking for somebody else's thumbs up, pat on the back, open the door for your opportunity, then sure, you're going to have to share how you're feeling and what you're thinking and what you're planning with some people around you. Maybe people who have connections that can help you accomplish your dreams. But I find a lot of people, let's say, I hate to be negative here, but most people don't realize their dreams. And whether they even tried or not, they'll look back at a life unfulfilled. And it's not that they're being malicious, but they'll see their own failures kind of projecting that onto you when you try to share with them what you want to accomplish. I've had it in the past where I was in a low point, had nothing really going on, and somebody would tell me about this amazing business opportunity or something incredible they wanted to accomplish, and there was a little bit of jealousy there for my own unfulfilled dreams. And instead of being super positive to that person and trying to pump them up and make them feel good and tell them they could just grab the world by the tail, there was cautionary notes from my mouth. Well, are you sure this is the right thing you should be doing? Oh, this is a big risk. Ooh, have you thought all this out? A lot of those sentences start off with ooh, as in, ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea. Now, these were people I was close to, people I genuinely cared about. And I have to admit, looking back at the advice I gave them when they mentioned to me what their aspirations were, I wasn't the most supportive. And I feel really bad about that. So I just think on the other side of the coin, if you're planning something, if you're going to put something into motion, a big plan of accomplishing something and reaching your dreams and getting to your highest potential, sharing that with everyone around you, even if you're looking for support and maybe that's something you feel you need, you don't need other people's recognition to start your journey and begin your path. So watch out for the people out there who maybe in their minds, they mean the best for you. They mean no harm. They're trying to help you. They're trying to keep you from pitfalls. If you have thought about something, especially if this is not even in your mind, but it's in your heart and you know this is your calling, you know this is something that you want to accomplish, I know it's easier said than done, but do not let others take away your thunder, take away your energy, take away your spirit. You are already getting the ball rolling on something that's obviously near and dear to you, something that you've given some big thought to, or maybe already put a lot of preparation and planning into. I would hate to see somebody derailed, especially so early on in their creative process, by somebody either out of a source of jealousy, a place of jealousy, or someone who honestly means the best but is just trying to shield you from that potential of failure. Another old uncle piece of advice here, and I just heard this recently, not for the first time, but I heard it again recently. Wayne Gretzky, great quote from Wayne Gretzky. I might be paraphrasing a millimeter here, but he said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And that's your hopes and dreams and aspirations for the future. If you don't even try, you're never going to get there. And one of my biggest fears of living a full life is being at the end of the journey and looking back with regret, not about the things I did, but about the things I didn't do. And I don't want that in my heart and soul when this journey comes to a close. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. That is the easiest thing you could do to help the channel to grow and help me reach a bigger audience, which is honestly what I'm trying to do here. And leave me a comment down below in the bread box. I'd love to see a comment, and I promise I will get back to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My name again was Edward Roberts. Until next time, know that you are very appreciated. Take care.